A few months ago I was watching a documentary called The Golden Age of Music. As a few of you may know, I'm a big music fan and I'm always looking for ways to increase my knowledge in music. It was an interesting documentary about big composers like Mozart, Beethoven and Vivaldi. However, when listening to this music I came to one big conclusion. The music in this documentary all sounds the same to me. As a modern music fan, I am used to listen to a lot of different genres. How boring would it be if we could only listen to composers of that time? That's one reason why I think the golden age of music wasn't a period of time during the 18th century, but the golden age of music is actually right now. I see a lot of you are a bit confused by my point of view. What do you say, Jamie? Are we living in the golden age of music? But the revenues of the music industry have been declining for years, right? Yes, that is true, and a lot of artists blame new technology for that. There are a lot of artists that don't want to put their music on music streaming services because of this. Famous artists like Adele, Taylor Swift and Radiohead didn't put their music on streaming services like Spotify for a long time. And I would like to share their opinion about streaming services with you. Adele said, "It's a bit disposable streaming." She also doesn't know how to feel about it. She made the statement in December 2015, and well, let's be honest, Adele doesn't really need streaming services anymore, because she's the best-selling artist of 2015. However, it looks like she changed her mind. In the summer of 2016, she released her album 25 on Spotify after all. Taylor Swift said, "I think there should be an inherent value placed on art." And she doesn't know why people will put their music on Spotify, since it doesn't put the value on their art, she thinks. And everybody's complaining about how music sales are shrinking, but nobody's changing the way they're doing things. That's the opinion of Taylor. She only has a few hits available on Spotify at the moment. And last but not least, Radiohead frontman Tom York even calls Spotify the less desperate fart of a dying corpse. So these artists have a strong opinion about streaming services. But are they right? Well, no, I don't think so. The music industry is finally adapting to modern technology, and thanks to streaming services like Spotify, the revenues are actually increasing. After years of declining revenues in the music industry, we finally reached a counterpoint, thanks to streaming services. According to the IFPI Global Music Report of 2016, global music revenues increased with 3.2% as digital revenues overtake physical for the first time. Digital revenues now account for 45% of total revenues compared to 39% for physical sales. The actual reason why the music industry revenues were declining for years is piracy. But with the invention of music streaming services, more and more music fans can listen to music in a legal way. This way, the amount of money that is spent per person increases. Actually, modern technology offers the music industry a lot of new opportunities. For example, we live in a time where we have a wide variety of genres. Modern technology creates possibilities to create new innovating sounds and combinations of sounds. This is the reason why music is evolving so fast at the time, and new sounds are created every day, contributing to the creation of new music genres. I would like to give you a few examples of music genres you've probably never heard of. One is mathcore. It's a combination of metal beats, loudness and crazy time signature. Another one is folktronica. These are acoustic instruments, hip-hop beats and bleep-blops, like that kind of stuff. Another one is airpop. This genre combines elements of ambient, trip-hop, pop and psy-rock. And you also have country dance music. So I have a question. Does anybody of you know any fake music genres somebody never heard of? Anybody?
I'm guessing baby metal?
Baby metal, yeah, that's a good example, thank you.
And glitch?
Glitch.
From Aphex Twin.
Okay, I don't know it, so that is a good example of a music genre that a lot of people probably have never heard of. There even is a music genre that's called danger music. That's a music genre that likes to put people in some kind of mysterious way, little bit of awkwardness, you know. So that is a music genre that wants to make us feel awkward. So it's not only about the sound, it's also about what the music wants to achieve. Modern technology also makes it easier for music consumers to listen to music and listen to the music they want. Well, parents only have access to music by radio and record stores, but we can search every genre on the internet that we could think of. Do you want to listen to grindcore metal with jazz influences? Just look it up on the internet. So innovation not only created a lot of new music genres, it made it possible for music fans to find these genres in an easy way, so they could listen to the music they want. Modern technology made it easier for independent artists to stay independent too. They don't need a record label to promote their own music. Thanks to the introduction of home recording software, independent artists can even make their own records at home. This leads to an environment where there is more room for innovation, because artists don't have to listen to the restrictions of their record labels anymore. And at last, modern technology made it possible to host big, innovative music events like Sensation, where lights and special effects contribute to the music experience for thousands of people to enjoy. But why does everyone say that the music industry is having a bad time? Well, it's one reason, because they only think about money. The revenues of the music industry have been declining for years, but even though we reached the counterpoint, a lot of people are still living in the past. They think that success of music can be summarized by the amount of revenue that's being made. Factors like happiness, access, freedom, innovation, variety, and knowledge are not important to them, even though this is what created our new golden age of music. So in this new age of music, it's not only about money. And that was my presentation.